gymnastic moment. I'm so excited today because today we are making we are making coconut fried rice, because it's plain old fried rice, right? And I call it plain for a reason. You guys will find out the reason. There's plain fried rice, the one we're all used to. Then there's coconut rice, right? This one is a fusion. This fried rice will have your taste buds singing for joy. It is the oga bata of them all. Now, for those who do not really understand my lingo, when I say oga bata, I'm just going to explain using a formal work setting, right? So, you know, in a workplace, you have the junior staff, you have the senior staff. It's not the senior staff, oh. You then have the manager. It's not the manager, oh. You then have the director. This fried rice, this coconut fried rice, is the director of all fried rices. And I'm telling you guys, you are so going to enjoy today's recipe because we are having it with garnished turkey. And this rice, anyone that knows me knows that Mina and coconut fried rice, we go hand in hand. Please, before we carry on, if you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for coming on my channel. Please help your girls ministry and subscribe and like and comment, because when you subscribe, it means other people get to see that this channel is popping and then they want to subscribe as well. And then when you like, when people search for content such as this, YouTube then decides, okay, we're going to help this girl's ministry small, and then we'll push the content up so that way more people would be able to see this content, and then we will blow. So please do not forget to subscribe, please. And if you're a returning subscriber, how far are you doing? Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you're in the UK, you're actually really lucky, or Europe, or even America, anywhere you can get Costco or Amazon. If you're in Nigeria, you're even luckier, or Africa, because you can get, you know, coconut oil. You can get really sweet coconut, and then you can blend and you can do everything with it. Don't go anywhere and don't touch that dial. One more thing before we get started. So I would normally use the frozen mixed veg. So if you're anywhere you can get the frozen mixed veg, if I want to do sharp ready to go, this is what I use. All right guys, this is the coconut oil I was talking about. Yeah, it's the KIRKLAND one, and I got this one from, okay, two things, right? This is originally from Costco, but it's currently out of stock. It's been out of stock for months now. But guess what? You can get it on Amazon. This, you could even smell it. It smells like coconut oil. The taste is amazing. Talking. Enough dilly-dallying. Come on, what is it? You guys like cheese too much. Let's get to cooking. It's time for serious business. Stop it. Let's get to cooking, guys. To season our turkey today, we will need curry powder. Just need half a teaspoonful. We'll also need some thyme. A teaspoonful will be fine. Grated garlic and ginger. Need seasoning cubes. Jumbo chicken seasoning. We're just gonna use that much. You also want the hot and spicy seasoning. We're going to use half a teaspoonful. I like to season my turkey with some Scotch bonnet, so I'm just going to cut that up. I also need some onions. You want this to be as tasty as it can get, because we will be using the stock from this to make the fried rice. So you want this. Bay leaves. In it goes. So I've washed my hands and I'm just going to massage that in properly. Yeah, that's well massaged in now. Now we want to cover that and we want to leave it to cook for 10 minutes first of all without adding water. So we're going to put that on to boil. You want to put that on, make that 5, shall we? All right, now it's time to assemble the rest of our ingredients. Let's go. One more thing we will need, Scotch bonnet. Seasoning, we will need some curry powder, we will need some thyme. I like to use a little bit of this. You can do without, but I like to use the Knorr Aromat. Use some jumbo chicken seasoning. If you like, you could skip this process and use the mixed veg if you want. But an onion, we need some bell peppers. I'm just going to use a green and a red. We need some tomatoes. Again, you can skip this process if you don't want to. And then we need chili pepper, Scotch bonnet. Now we want to chop that up finely. And last but not least, we will need rice. So I've washed my carrots. I want to remove the head and that bit. There you have the green beans all washed, and then what we want to do is cut that bit out. Cut that bit out because we don't need it, and that's exactly what we need. Nicely chopped, looks like. So the average size looks like that. Just cut them in halves, open them up, take out the seeds, and then I'll wash them. So I've just cut them up like that. Just don't strip. It's time to wash our spring onion. So what I'm going to do is just cut out that bit. I've peeled the first layer, but I still like to cut out the dry bits as well. Now the actual onion bits I like to keep aside in a separate bowl. Alright, that's been washed and I had to rinse the knife as well. We want to chop up the Scotch bonnet. There you have a mix of green peppers, bell peppers, green beans, spring onions and chili Scotch bonnet peppers. I've used 3 handfuls of garden peas and also sweet corn. And in here I've got my carrots.
20 minutes later.
There you have it. Fried rice. We're going to add water in here and leave it for, let's say, about 15 more minutes. We'll check to see how it's doing.
20 minutes later.
This is basically beginning to fall. The skin is beginning to fall off the bone. It's just turned that off. Alright, there you have it, guys. I'm just going to pop this in the oven or in the grill rather for about 5-10 minutes. And you want to turn on the hot water as well. I've I've actually had to sieve out the meat stock, and now it's time to add the coconut milk. Just have a look at that. Now I'm just going to rinse this out with some warm water so that, look at all of that niceness. It's not going to go to waste. You want to mix that up nicely. You want to add some curry powder, add thyme. You want to add jumbo chicken seasoning. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons. Now you want this well seasoned. And then we're going to add Knorr cubes. I like to taste because I've already used the meat stock, and that already had, you know, a whole lot of ingredients. But you want all of. I'm going to add a little bit of Cameroonian pepper. Roast that up. Put that on 4, and then we want to have that cooked. So let's call that 1.5 teaspoons, shall we? You also want a teaspoon of thyme, and then you want to add the jumbo stock. I'm going to use 2 Knorr cubes in here. I'm going to use 2 Knorr cubes in here. Mix that up nicely. There you have it, guys. All of the ingredients mashed in. And then we want to repeat the same process with the carrots. Because you're using mixed veg, again, all you need to do is just open it up, put it together in a bowl, and just put your ingredients. And that's all you need, really. And you don't have to separate the carrots because it's frozen. Everything is soft in there. So let's just have a look to see how our rice is doing. That looks really, really nice. But what we want to do is, so I've had to put foil on here so that would cook nicely. I've also had to reduce the heat as well. That actually is quite nice. I'm sorry guys, my camera ran out of juice, so I'm currently charging it, so I have to use my phone. The rice is quite done right now. It's not very soft and it's not overly hard. Okay, that's hot now. I'm going to use this measuring cup to measure the coconut oil, although this is half 125 mils, so this is half cup. Although because I cook a lot and I've cooked this so many times, I could easily gauge how much coconut oil I would need. This is 2, no, so that's 1 cup. It's not really full, by the way. This is 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 should be fine. But if it isn't, we've got a whole tub of coconut oil ready to go. Now I'm only playing, by the way, we're not using a whole tub. So guys, I actually thought I pressed record. So yeah, that sizzling sound is what you want. We're just going to add just a little bit of the Knorr aromat, just a little bit, not a lot. And then leave that to sizzle while stirring. We don't want to add in your carrots. Now, because any more seasoning to this, because we don't want to again overwhelm the food with seasoning.
A few minutes later.
It's time to add in the rest of our ingredients. Now next you have the sweet corn and the garden peas. And you want to pop that in there. Let's just transfer first of all. A little bit in there. Now it's time for, when they say we're cooking fried rice, now you know, just put the rice in there like so and put it in there like so. And then we're gonna mix it. Oh yeah, please do not forget to reduce the heat. Like so. There you have it.
A few minutes later.